This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Now see here. We have created one test case. We have opened the URL. After that, I have click on login button. So I am going to open some Google Chrome or something. Web shop. So after that, I am going to click on this login. After this, I am going to enter the username and password. I am going to click on login. Finally, I am going to log out, and I am going to close the browser. You people has done this. You are clear with this, or you want me to explain once again? Why means if you are clear with this test case, now I will go with the remaining test case a little bit faster. So if you are getting a clear idea on this, yes, no, or you want me to teach once again?
So repeat once.
Okay, I will repeat it. But please concentrate, guys. See, I can able to help you. Okay, but please concentrate, guys. Now see here, from starting, I'm going to take it. You know the modules. You know the modules. Okay. Now see here. From starting, I'm going to say that, guys. So everybody, please concentrate here. So you'll get a clear idea. Now, first, you need to understand that when you are going to enter the URL, this page has to open. So I need to scan this page. See here, I need to scan this page. First scan. Second scanning, I need to click on login. I need to scan this page. Two pages I need to scan. Third one, I am going to enter my username. I am going to enter the password. I am going to click on login. After login, I need to scan this page, third page. Then I am going to log out and I am going to close the browser. I am going to close the browser. Now just understand the test case first, guys. How many times you need to scan everything? So in the module, so first I am going to do the scanning. What I am going to do is first, when I want to scan, I need to scan after entering the URL, this page, because after entering the URL, so this page will be like this. This is the first page to scan. So page one, I need to scan it. After entering the URL, in this page one, I am going to take a login button. I am going to take only the login button. Login button. Okay. Now I will go to the page two. Page two. See here. After I am going to click on login. See here, guys. I am going to click on login. In this page, I am going to take the email, password, and login. Three buttons. So I'll go to the page two. Here I am going to take it. Email, password, and login. Okay, done. Third one. So after here, I am going to enter the username. I am going to enter the password. I am going to see here, login. So I need to take this page. This is a third page. Third page. There should be, I am going to take a logout button. So in the page three, I need to scan page three. Page three. Here I am going to take a logout button. So till here you are clear or not, guys? So I need to scan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I will go here, guys. So you know that whenever you need to go to the module, today I'm going to send this document also for you. Whenever you are going to start a module, okay, whenever you are going to start a module, okay, first step you need to do, you need to create a folder. Create a folder. Okay, in this folder, all these modules, each and every page is one module. All these modules are going to save it. All these modules are going to save it. Okay, now see here, I will go here. I am going to right click on this module. I am going to create a folder. Okay, classic module or user defined, I am going to give it as classic module. Just have in classic module. 1, 2, anything. Okay. Or you can say user defined model. Now I am going to right click on this. After creating the folder, what I need to do? I need to take these 3 pages, object properties and values. Okay. Now see here. I have web page here. So log out. This page is the starting page. This page is the starting page. I'll go here. Right click. Okay. I am going to scan the application. I'm scanning the application, guys. Okay. Now see here. This is the application. I'm going to select it. I'm going to scan it. Okay. Now see here. I'm going to select on screen. I don't want all the properties. Why I want all the properties? I'm going to select on screen. I'm going to take only login. Done. So here also you can see demo workshop is a parent and this is the child. This is the parent and this is the child. Okay. Now after this, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop this one. Okay. Then I'm going to click on login. I am clicking, guys. I am clicking on login because it is going to the next page. Okay. I'm saying to okay, leave it. Okay. Now see here. I need to finish the screen. I need to finish the screen, or after here also, if you want, you can able to do it, guys. So what I can do it again means, see here. I will be in this screen. I am going to rescan it once, guys. Rescan it once. See here. No. I'll go here. Right click on this. Scan. Application. Okay. I'm going to select this. Okay. Here I am going to select on screen. I am going to select on screen. I am going to select this login. After this, you need to click on finish screen. Okay. One screen is finished. Okay. I need to go to the next screen. I am going to click on login. If I go to login, it will come to the other page. Other page it is going to come. So in the other page, I am going to again, I am going to scan it. Other page I am scanning. Second page I am scanning, guys, now. Second web page we are scanning now. Okay. Now here also I required only username, password and login. So I am going to click on this. I am going to click on email ID. That is a username what you need to enter. Password. I am going to click on login. Done with this. So again, finish screen. So here that screen is completed. I am entering my data. I want one more screen. I want one more screen. I am going to log in. Okay. Now this screen also I need to scan it. This screen, 3 screens I need to scan it. So I will go here, scan screen. Okay. I don't want all the things. I'm going to select this, select on screen. I'm going to select on logout. So done. Everything is done means I'm going to click on finish screen. I'm going to save it, or I can able to close it. Now see here. There is a classic module one I have created. In this, 3 modules have been created. 3 modules have been created. Okay, 3 modules. For every web page, it is going to create a separate module for every web page. So this is the web page where I have clicked on login. So this is the web page where I am going to enter the email ID, password and login. And this is the web page where I am going to do the logout. Till here, clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see here. If you want, you can able to rename this also. Right click. I'll go here. I'm going to rename. So here in this web page, I'm using only for login button. Just I'm going to click on login. Login. So just I'm renaming for my purpose. For this one, first see here. For this one, I'm entering the email ID, password, everything, right? So I'll mention. I'll remove this login, demo webshop hyphen. I'm entering the credentials. I'm entering any name, you can keep it, guys. Okay. Next, this one, last one, I'm going to log out, hyphen log out, so that we can understand it clearly. Okay. Now we are done with this. So everybody has done till here, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If everybody has done, please let me know. We'll go for the next. Till here, you are clear, right? You understand clearly, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one, after creating the modules, now see here, guys. After creating the modules, what you need to do it, guys? After creating the module, okay, you need to go to the test cases. Test cases. Here also, first create a folder, guys. Create a folder. Okay. After this, after creating the folder, create a test case. Test case inside the folder. Inside the folder, we are going to create a test case. Okay, this is the thing what you are going to do it. So this, after this, you can drag you are going to drag modules, okay, to the test cases. We are going to drag the modules properties to the test cases. Drag from modules. We are going to drag it. These three things. After dragging that, you are going to enter the values. Enter the values. These three things you are going to do it. These three things you are going to do it. Okay. Now see here. I'll go here. I'll go to the test cases. On the test case folder, I am going to right click. I am going to create a folder. Okay. I'll mention something like demo web shop 1. Just I have mentioned the name of this. Okay, demo web shop 1. Okay. Here I am going to create a test case first. Test case first I am going to create it. Just give me one moment. I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys. So we have created the modules. Now we are going to create the test cases. So before that, I have created one folder here. So now I am going to create a test case. I am going to create a test case. Okay. I am creating one test case. Okay. I will give the test case as it's a basic test case 1, or I am going to log in and log out. I'm going to do it here. Okay. I will give something like login test case. Just I have given it's a basic test case. I'm going to log in. So, okay. Till here you are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I need to drag the modules from here. So first one, I have the modules in this classic module. In that I have the modules. I'm going to drag one by one, guys. So I'll select this. I'll go here. I'm going to drop it on the test case. Exactly on the test case I'm going to drop. Okay. So whenever you are going to drop it, this is one test step. Under the test case, we have something like test steps. Okay, I have a login here. So login, I need to click it because this is the page. This is the page. I'll show the page, guys. This is the page. So I need to click on login. So this one, I'm going to mention as click. I'm going to mention here as click. So mention as click. Okay, one test step is done. Now second test step. I need to go here. I'm going to drag the second one, guys. I'll go here. I'm going to leave it on this login test case. So second step. Okay. In the second step, I need to give the email, password, and login. Okay. I need to give the email here. I have given my email ID. So I'm going to give the password. Finally, I'm going to click on this login. I'm going to log in. So till here clear, guys, what we have done it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll go for the next one, guys. We'll go for the next. I have something like logout here. So I'm going to take this, drag this. I'll go to the test cases. I'm going to give it to the login. Okay. Logout also, I need to click on logout. If I'm going to click on logout, okay. So this thing is going to be done. So what exactly we have done, guys, till here? I have clicked on login. I have entered the data, and finally I'm going to log out. Okay. These things what you have done now. Okay. Now see here. You have a browser here. I have a browser here. Okay. Now this browser, I need to keep from here, guys. I need to enter this URL. Okay. Now I am going to try to execute this. First, I will try to execute this. And one more thing is, if you want to execute, you can execute one by one step separately. Also, you can execute step by step separately. Also, you can execute. See here, I want to execute only one step. I can right click on the step. I can run in Scratchbook. Run in Scratch. Just this step only. It is going to click on login, guys. It is going to click on login. See here, just is going to click on login. Okay, done with this. Okay. In the real time, first you are going to check the step by step, then only you are going to execute the full test case. Okay. Next, I want to execute this one, shop login credentials. I am going to right click. I am going to run in Scratchbook. Now see here, it has to enter the email ID, password. It has to click on login. Okay, done with this. Okay, done with the results. So it is entering everything. And final one, I need to log out. I'm going to right click on this, run in Scratchbook. Log out. Done with this case. So till here you are clear, guys, what I am doing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now see here.
Sir,
Yeah. Whenever I am getting the result, yeah, I kept the
excuse me.
result window also here. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, for me, while logging, I'm getting an error like label has no default property for input.
Label, what exactly it is?
Label has no default property for input. For mail, I'm getting that, sir. For email.
Okay, okay. I'll check it. What is your name?
Sunita, sir.
Okay, Sunita. After the training, maybe I will connect to your system. I will let you know, Sunita. First, we will complete
Oh,
this basic thing.
oh, okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now see here. We have the modules, test cases. I have a scratchbook also, guys. Scratchbook. I have like kept that like scratchbook here. You know that if you are going to right click, you can able to like fix it here. Okay. Now I am going to execute the full test case. If you want to execute the full test case, I am going to right click on login. I am going to run in scratchbook. Now see here. So full test case I am executing. It has to log out or done with this. Now see here, guys. Every time, so it is showing the results. It is showing the result. Guys, if you want to execute in the scratchbook also, this is the results window. Result window is called scratchbook. If you want to execute here also, you can able to execute here, guys. You can right click here, run. It will execute. Step by step, if you want, you can execute here. See in the scratchbook, see here, you have the demo web shop. All the test steps are there. Login, credentials, as well as logout. So if you want to here, I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to click on run. It is going to click on login. This from scratchbook also, but after one time, if you are going to execute, then only you can execute from the scratchbooks. Because if you are going to execute, then only you will get the results like this. Here also you can execute. See here, I'll go to here. I need to enter the credentials. I'm going to right click here. I'm going to run directly. It will, you can able to run from the scratchbook also after at least executing one time the test case. If you are going to execute one time, then you can able to execute from the scratchbook also. Okay. Next one, I'll go there to the scratchbook. I want to log out. But it will not show the separate results here, guys. It will not show the separate scratchbook. Will not, if you are going to execute from the scratchbook, it will not show the separate results because already the results are there here. From this only we are executing. Okay. Now see here, I have the modules. I have the test case. I have a test case here. Now I need to add some precondition and post condition. I need to add some precondition and post condition. Okay, in a real time also. Okay. Now see here, what is the precondition here means? Precondition means I need this browser, I need the Chrome browser with this URL. Then only I can able to test that application. I need the browser, I need the Chrome browser, whatever the browser, and this URL. Then only I can able to start from login. I can go step by step. Post condition means once the test case has been executed, I want to close the browser. I want to close the browser. Now see here. So I have done the login and everything here. I am adding some precondition and post condition. Precondition means you are going to check before testing. Okay, before executing anything, what are the prerequisites required? That is a precondition. Post condition means once it is executed, what are the things you need to do? Post condition. Okay, I am going to mention something, guys. Precondition means what I need to do. It means I'm going to say that application should open in Chrome browser. Okay. Next one, post condition means browser need to get closed. Get closed. So after execution, you want to close the browser for these things. Now see here what we are going to do it for the precondition and post condition. So precondition means what is the prerequisite you require to do testing. So I required a application which is open in the Chrome browser. Post condition is once testing is done, what you need to do with the application or the browser. You need to close it. Now see here, guys. I'll go here. I'm going to add one more test step here. One more test step. I'm going to add it. One more test step. I'm going to add one more test step here. Okay. So I'm adding this test step. I'm adding this test step. Why I'm adding this test step? Because to open the browser, guys. To open the browser, I'm adding this test step. To open the browser. Okay. Now see here this, what we are going to do it. Now I am going to here, I am going to add one more step, test step. Right click, search and add test step. Search and add test step. Okay. I need to open URL. I am going to open a URL. I am going to give the name for that URL, guys. See here, guys. I am going to open the URL. Okay. I am going to click on this. Okay. What URL you want to open? What URL you want to open means this URL. I need to open this URL. First one I have done it. This URL I need to open. This URL I need to open. Okay. So now you need to mention in which browser you need to open the URL. In which browser you need to, in which browser you need to. So that is one thing, guys. Okay. Now see here. Okay. Now this is the thing, guys. Okay. Now in this, I have added this URL. This URL, it has to go to the top. This one, because after opening the URL only, you are going to do all these things, right? So I need to keep it here. Open URL. Then I am going to log in. I am going to enter this. Now I need to use the Chrome browser, guys. I need to use the Chrome browser. If you want to use the Chrome browser, go to the test case, right click. There is something called create test configuration parameters. There is something called test configuration parameters. Okay. So one good news, guys, like for one person, they have released the offer letter now only. Purushottam. So just I'm checking that how much package they have given. His joining will be like 24th October. If you want, I can show it the offer letter once, guys. Yeah, they have given nice package only. Like take home will be some 94,251. Now total salary take home will be 89,539. You want to see the offer letter, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
After the class, just remember me. After like I will stop the recording. I will show that, guys. Okay. Just now we got the offer letter. Okay. Now see here, guys. Now I need to, what I need to do, it means I need to add a, see here, browser, guys. I need to give the Chrome browser. For that, I need to select the test configuration parameter. Test configuration parameter. I'm going to click on this, guys. Okay. I need to select the parameter, guys. I need to select if the browser. Okay. Value. Here I am going to give it as Chrome. Okay. Now see here, login. Open login means it is going to open a here. First one, open URL means this URL will open in the Chrome browser. This URL will open in the Chrome browser, and it is going to open the like URL. Finally, it is going to log in. It is going to enter the credentials and it is going to log out. So these things, what it is going to do, guys. These things, what it is going to do. Okay, guys. Next one. Next one. Okay. Next one. See here. Browser. It's a Chrome. Okay. Now, after this login is there is a URL. So I am going to like enter the, click on login, enter the credentials and log out. Okay. Now what I am going to do next one means here, after this, I need to close the browser. Yes, I need to close the browser. For this, again, I am going to right click on this, right click on this. I am going to add, search and add the test step. Okay. Close. See here, close browser. I am going to select the close browser. Okay. Now see here, close browser. Under this, I got something like title. Title means if you go to the browser, this is called title, which is on the top. Demo web shop. I can give the full name, but sometimes it is difficult. The application will not recognize. So I will give demo and star. Whatever there after the demo, it will take it, guys. Whatever the value after the demo, it is going to take it. Now you are going to done with this. You are going to done with this. Okay. Now see here, I am going to run this one, guys. I am going to run this one. I am going to close this browser also. I'm closing the browser also, guys. Okay. Now I am going to execute this. So here, step by step, you can understand, right? It is going to open the URL. It is going to click on login. It is going to enter the username and password. It is going to log out. It is going to close the browser. Now I am going to execute this test here. Right click, run in a scratchbook. Now you can see this. It should be logged out, and it is going to execute the result. Okay. Now you can see the results, guys. You can see the results. Guys, clear with this? We'll go for
Yes,
the next
sir.
one. We'll go for the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the important thing, guys. Okay, if you are going to clear this now, we'll go for the next one, guys. Okay. Now see here. We'll go to the modules. In the modules, whenever you are going to scan or something, whenever you are going to scan or something, it is going to take the properties and values. That is name and value inside the properties. It is going to capture that properties and values. Okay. All the properties and values, it is going to capture this. Okay. We have some default properties in Tosca. So the Tosca will get the default properties of the objects. What are the properties? Means we have something like inner text, tag is there, ID is there. So I'll let you know what exactly. Okay. Now see here this. Default object properties. Okay. We have something like technical properties or object properties. Okay. Default object properties. I can say Tosca default object properties. Tosca will take this object properties only. Okay. So you know that when we are going to create a module and scan the web page, all the elements or the attributes in the web page will be get scanned. So I'm going to create a module. I am going to scan. At the time, it will capture all objects or web elements properties. It is going to scan it. Oh, it is going to scan it. Okay. So we are going to use this. Okay. And Tosca is going to use these properties to identify that object at the time of execution. Tosca use these properties. So Tosca will use these properties, use the scanned properties. Okay, Tosca will use the scanned properties to find the element on the web page at the time of execution. At the time of execution, guys. At the time of execution. Okay, done with this. At the time of execution. Okay. Now, see here. But Tosca also will have, okay. Normally, we have some different type of properties. Tosca will take from the technical properties only. Again, I'm saying Tosca means it will take from the technical properties only. Okay, we have something called representation properties and technical properties case. Okay, Max Tosca will take from the technical properties. Okay, now see here. We have something like default properties. I told, right? Default properties. What are the default properties? Means first one is inner text. Tosca will take the inner text of the object. It is going to take the tag name of the object. It is going to take it. Then it is going to take the ID. So these are the three default properties which is going to scanned and stored by the Tosca to find out the objects. Okay. If these properties are not sufficient, to find out the element in the web page, then it is going to take default name. If there is any default name, it is there. Okay, it is going to take something like class name. These properties it is going to take it with. Okay, at the time of scanning you can able to see all these properties. Okay, now so these are the properties which is taken by the Tosca. Next one, we have something here. Object identification techniques, guys. Object identification techniques, or you can say identification techniques in Tosca. Okay, identification techniques in Tosca. Okay, now see here, guys. Wait one moment. Okay, now see here, we have something called object identification techniques in Tosca. Object identification techniques, guys. Techniques in Tosca. Maybe in the interviews they can ask what are the object identification techniques in Tosca and what are the techniques we have used. Object identification techniques in Tosca, or identification techniques in Tosca. There is a different identification techniques in Tosca. Okay, first one is, okay, identify by properties. Identify by properties. So we are going to identify the object using right? Whatever there in the web page, that is called object base. Maybe it's a text box, maybe it's the drop down, maybe it's the radio button, anything. It is something like object. Okay, next one, object identification techniques. That is it. First one, like identify by properties. Second one is identify by anchor. Identify by anchor. This is the second one. Identify by anchor. Okay. Next one is we have something like identify by index. Identify by index. Third one. And fourth one is identify by image. Identify by image. These are the four object identification techniques in Tosca. If you want to see these techniques, you can able to see it here, guys. Whenever you are going to scan any object, I'm going to open some web page. And like if you are going to scan this, I'm going to right click, scan application. I'm going to make it, yeah, see here, identify by, if you are going to click on this, identify by properties, anchor, image, and index. These are the object identification techniques in Tosca. You can able to identify the object using the properties, or you can able to identify the object using anchor, or you can able to identify the object using image, or you can able to identify the object using index. So these are the object identification techniques in Tosca. So one by one technique, okay, I'm going to teach you with an example each and every technique, okay, when you are going to use this everything is. But now see here guys, there is a symbol also here. If you are going to get a symbol like this, see here, this one, this is a property symbol. This is a property symbol. The symbol like a lines kind of thing, with a watches kind of thing or something. So this is something like properties. So we are going to identify these all objects using the properties. So you can able to identify the object using properties, or anchor, or image, or index. All these things we can able to do it. Yes. Okay. Now we'll start one by one. Guys. We'll start one by one. So now I need to minimize this page. I'm going to close this again. I'm going to do it, guys, because like GoToMeeting is there, I cannot able to minimize. That is the problem. Okay. Now see here, for this page, I'm going to right click. I'm going to scan the application. Okay. Now I'm going to scan this application. Okay. Now see here, I want to take only one property. I want to take only one property like register. Just I'm going to take it register. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on only register this. Okay. You can see this. It is identifying using properties. It is identifying using properties. If you want to see the properties, here we have the properties. Here we have the properties. So it has taken some content type, URL, title. These are the properties. It has taken the title here. It has taken the title here. Based on, you can see like more. You can see these are the technical properties of that. Technical properties. These are the technical properties. Okay. Now, what is the technical property means? Technical properties are called developer properties case, where developers are given these properties to the object while developing the page. So technical properties, these are the developer properties which is given by the developers when they are developing this page. Tosca uses identify by properties object identification method so that 90% of the objects will able to find out this. So 90% of the task we are going to do with this only, with this object identification technique. So you are going to have like identify by properties. By using identify by properties method, 90% of the web pages we are going to able to find out the objects in the web page. So 90% task we are going to complete by object, that is identify by properties only. Okay. If you cannot able to find out the unique objects by using this technique, then only you can go with the anchor, then only you can go with the image, then only you can go with the index. So 90% task you are going to do with this only, guys. 90% of the task you are going to do with this one. Clear, guys, what I'm saying? Guys, are you there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.